Hey! Welcome to Prop Culture, your look into the world of replica prop and costume making. I'm your host, Bill Chinbeard Duran. Haha, I shaved, keeping you on your toes. Anyway, it's con season. That's right, con season. I believe Katsucon just happened, and next weekend, that is in 2 days, we've got Emerald City Comic Con here in Seattle, and then in a few weeks after that, it's PAX East, and then more and more and more and more. We've got conventions going. So I expect that many of you are working on costumes for said conventions, and I'm right there with you. I started working on my Robin costume a couple of weeks ago. This is Robin from Arkham City, and I wanted to take a moment to have you learn from one of my mistakes. So this is what happened. I was planning out the shirt part of the Robin costume, and I decided that I'm pretty good at sewing, so I would just go ahead and sew that from scratch. What followed was a day and a half of pure agony and torture. It turns out that the cloth I picked I was unfamiliar with, and I kept screwing up, and I kept having to go back to the store to buy different needles. There was a lot of swearing involved. It was a hot mess, I'll tell you that much. So what I ended up with was this shirt here. Now, it's okay. It's got these sort of armor things here with foam in it. The stitching on it is, I'll be honest, not great. Anyway, I had these foam panels I had throughout the whole thing there, and what it ended up looking like was kind of like a really cheesy muscle suit. And overall, I was frustrated and tired and really, really upset about the end result. And I sort of had to come to terms with the fact that I'm not that good at sewing. I'm okay at sewing, but I'm not that great. What I ended up doing was leaning on a skill that I've already got. I went to the store and I picked up this compression shirt. This started its life as a plain red t-shirt, just like a Nike t-shirt. It looked a lot like this. And what I then did was, I took this shirt and I stretched it over my man here. This is a torso of me. It looks just like me, doesn't it? And I put this shirt on there, and then using something like this fabric marker, fabric paint, and my airbrush with just some enamel paints, I did all of this work on the shirt to make it match the source art. And I'm pretty pleased with the results. I am much better at airbrushing and painting than I am at sewing. So instead of trying to do something that I'm not quite so familiar with just a week to go before the convention, I ended up doing something that I'm a lot better at, and I ended up being very happy with the results compared to this pile of mess right here that makes me want to swear and cry. Now, I did some more sewing, some more sort of light sewing, I should say, with materials that I'm more familiar with. For the pants, I put some stripes on them right here. Pretty straightforward. And then I did a cape. While not super impressive, totally functional, and I'm a lot happier with this than I am with this shirt. So the lesson to be learned from this is when you're on a deadline especially, and you've got to get something done and you want to be happy with it, try and lean on a skill that you've already got, that you've got nailed down. For example, I've got these foam armor pieces here, and I've done a lot of foam armor builds using Mass Effect armor and some other things in the past. And that's what I decided to do with the Robin build, was to make those out of foam, because that's something I'm already good at, and I knew I could crank it out in a couple of days, no problem. Same thing with the belt here. These belt pieces are actually, they're plastic, they're hard plastic, and they've been cast out of a mold that I made. Casting things out of molds and all that is something I'm already very good at, and I knew I could get it done in a good amount of time. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, lean on those skills you've already got, learn new skills when you have the time, and be prepared to fail, like I did, and then go put your costume on and go to a convention. All right? So yeah, we've got, let's see, Emerald City Comic Con in a couple of days, and I will be there. I'll probably be wearing my Robin costume, and I might be wearing my Shepherd costume. I don't know. We'll see. We're up in the air. I'm planning on doing more interview type stuff. I'm going to be meeting with costumers and picking their brains, so subscribe if you want to see more of those videos going on. And I'll be at PAX East too. I'm doing a panel at 11 o'clock on Friday. So if you'll be there, then come find me. Say hi and see my panel. If you want more updates about where I'll be at what conventions, then follow me on Twitter at Chinbeard and follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/punishedprops. That's it, folks. I'll hopefully see some of you at Emerald City Comic Con. Hooray!